overarching project is called the Chiloquin Community Forest and Fire Project, and it's approximately 185,000 acres, and that includes private and forest service land around the Chiloquin area.
Main goal is landscape treatments of 100,000 acres in scale on the ground for fuels reduction, forest health, wildlife, focus on water, social, producing revenue.
We try to educate ourselves as much as possible. So when we see a seminar or a meeting that has to do with forest health, fire safety, whatever, we're always intensely interested if it's our area. And we knew there was a lot of things that needed to be done that we couldn't afford or manage on our own.
Leanne Vradenberg is the project manager for that project, and she hired Darrell Jacobs Logging.
Our role is to do it's a cut, skid, and deck on the thinning, and we are taking out some of the mulch logs, but not very many. The more defected mulch to come out, and we're basically, it's a forest health on private land, and just more of a cleanup fire prevention project.
The Oregon Forest Practices Act requires reforestation, adherence to rules, protection of streams, wildlife, soils, the operation. There's policies and procedures, best management practices in Oregon, along with forest management. Other rules, policies, the operator has to adhere to not only insurance, there's OSHA for his employees, but then just fire risk reduction for the Oregon Department of Forestry, fire laws when we're in fire season, they have to have required equipment, protection for the landowner.
Yeah, just all your normal your policies that the state has through your creeks and your drainages and everything like that. But yeah, you follow all the normal logging practice rules and regulations. And on like a lot of these little private pieces like that, you got fences, and so we take the fence down, have to put fences up, and I mean, it's just driveways and everything like that we're dealing with.
They were very professional and outstanding. We interacted with them, and they told us exactly what they wanted to do. Did we want to change anything? We did a few changes, nothing serious. Had no problem with at all with what they did.
Right. They came in before they ever started and sat down right here at this table, had coffee, and laid out what they were going to do, when they were going to do it, and how and where, and said, now, what are your thoughts on this? And they listened to what we said. They were going to do 2 or 3 huge slash piles. We asked them please not to. They wanted to know where we wanted the slash piles. Well, that's important. We didn't want one right here in front of the gate, and they did that for us. They wanted to know if there were any areas that they shouldn't trespass, and we told them please, because we hay our meadow, and we didn't want it to be damaged in any way. And they said, well, we probably will need to cross the meadow. And so we laid out a lane for them, marked it with tape, and that's where they crossed. And they did not ever move anywhere outside of that lane. So we only have one lane that we have to go back and harrow and make better. And it was our decision where to do it. And they made a lot of adjustments in how to get their equipment in and so on, just to satisfy our desire for the meadow to remain intact. They gave us marking tape so that we could surround. They thought the juniper should go because it's a weed tree and all that. But we kind of like the mixed look. And so we just took this tape and wrapped a few of them, and they left them. And to me, that's working with the landowner to make sure they're happy. When they drive away, the landowners are happy. When this project is done, the people that were involved in it are happy. And that's the best outcome you can hope for in a project.
So there we have it.
It's a good project that they're doing if you own private ground and want it cleaned up, it's the only way you'll ever get it done, because it's cost prohibitive to do it yourself.